Okay, first is the mass is 10 kilograms. And then we have a force of 50 newtons. And the initial velocity is 0. V naught is 0. Here, now we are in, since the force is constant, so we are in a uniformly accelerated motion. So sa uniformly accelerated motion, you have 4 equations dito, di ba? You have 4 equations in the uniformly accelerated motion. So, ang ginapangita karon, what is now the velocity? V, what is V at, there's additional given, when t is equal to 10 seconds. So, in order to know V, what do we need? Okay, what are the 4 kinematic equations? I like x equals v plus v naught over 2 times time. This is the first. And we have x equals v naught t plus 1/2 AT squared. And then we have v equals v naught plus AT. And we have 2ax equals v squared minus v naught squared. V naught is the initial. Okay. Now, looking at this 4 kinematic, this is a problem of kinematics. Okay? We want to find the velocity. This is a final velocity given an initial velocity. Now, tanaw nato diri asa diri nga where in the equation can we most likely use given kung unsay ano nato. Well, of course here we have v and t. Asa ni siya nga equation makita ang tulo? And it is on the third equation. So third equation, but the problem is, in order to solve a kinematic problem, we must have three information. Here we only have 2. V, initial velocity and the time. Well, we will now use Newton's laws in order to calculate acceleration, right? Because we can calculate acceleration using Newton's laws. So it says that second law, summation of forces equals ma. Now, first identify all the forces here. Since we are only in x, so we have 2 axes actually, ana and this. There's a weight going down, there's a normal force going up. But here, kung makita ninyo, the system is not in equilibrium. Clearly, it's accelerating. It will accelerate. Okay, muna gi-imply sa problem. Okay, from at rest it will move man, so it will accelerate. So it is but there are 2 axes here, y and x. But along the y, the system is in equilibrium. As you can see, no motion along y. We are only traveling through x. Okay, so the system is in equilibrium in y, but not in equilibrium in x. Okay. Now, remember that sa equation nato, summation of forces equals ma. But summation of forces, this is F net. This is, naana siya duha ka, di ba? F net x. F net in the x, I hat. Okay, again, if you have not watched the video, so you will miss this one. That's why I really ask you to watch the video. Plus, F net j hat. I hope that you're already familiar with this notation. Equals m ax I hat plus ay j hat. This is the vector form of this. This one is the sum of forces in the x direction, or we just call this as summation of F along x, and this is summation of force along y. So this will give us 2 equations. This will lead to 2 equations. Summation of forces along x equals max, and summation of forces along y equals may. So, it will lead to this. This one leads to 2 equations, 1 for each axis. But in this case, we don't need to solve for y here, and we don't need any information from y, unless later when we talk about friction, because the forces on y will affect the x. But as of now, the forces on y will not affect any part of x. So, may tabo diri, Okay? We don't care about y. But what are the forces along x? Well, you have here, we call this the applied force. The applied force now, which is purely in the x direction, is 50 newtons. Okay? 50 newtons. So, asa na siyang equation? Of course, atong first is summation of forces along y equals 0. We cannot get any important, significant information here. So, we'll not do this. No, sorry. This is y, right? What you can get from y is what are the forces, just for the sake of demonstration. I'm going to do this one. Okay, what are the forces along y? We have the weight and you have the normal force up. So upwards will be n, downwards, so minus the weight equals 0. From here, you can see that the normal force is just equal to the weight. But we cannot use the normal force in this direction here as of now. So wala di siya actually pulo sa ato but I'll just computed that to show you something. What we need is the summation of forces along x. So what are the forces along x? So I'll erase this one now. What are the forces along x? So summation of forces here, I will no longer, di na ako i-label because daraman ta dire. On this direction is FA, right? Is there any other force? Wala na. Okay? So, wala na. So this is equal to MAX. So since wala tayo y, I'll just use A for AX. From here, makita nato that A is just equal to FA over M. So, which is just equal to 50 newtons divided by the mass of 10 kilograms. So, the unit, this is now 5 meters per second squared. Because 1 Newton is, di ba, what's 1 Newton? 1 Newton equals 1 kilogram per times meter per second squared. That's 1 Newton. That's why ang unit nga mabilin is in meters. Now, by the way, in solving problems, your units must be compatible. If you are given in terms of centimeters, convert it into meter. Okay? Because especially that you're using newtons as unit of force. Whenever we use pounds, lahi na po dito, no? So, but I'm not fond of using pounds. It's just standard kilograms. If the mass is given in terms of grams, you have to convert it into kilograms. Okay? Because this is in newtons. And time must be in seconds. So we now have an acceleration. We can now solve using this equation, right? So finally, V is just equal to V naught plus AT. This is 0. This is just equal to A, which is 5 meters per second squared times T, which is 10 seconds. That would give us 50 meters per second. So it is already here. Okay, it's 50 meters per second. Okay? Here, you have a 100 kilogram block initially moves to the right. So here, we have a block moving towards here initially at 20 meters per second. Then we want to put it to stop. Like, for example, this is the scenario. The moment you look at the block, it's traveling at let's say, 20 meters per second. Then you want to stop it within 4 meters. Okay? In order to stop it, you have to apply a force. Okay? Assuming that, it was traveling constantly initially at 20 meters per second. So you have to apply forces. It's like acting on the brakes. When you step on the brakes, what happens to when you steps on the brakes? It exerts actually a force to the opposite direction. Okay, so here, okay, you have to list the given. The mass is 100 kilogram. Again, this is much more of a kinematics problem. This is actually just a problem of kinematics, only that we are now adding the force, the concept of force. Why is that? Well, that's the difference between dynamics and kinematics. No? I'll discuss that one after this. And then the initial velocity, V naught, is 20 meters per second. And then, what is the additional given here? To put it to stop, sa ato pa, the given ang final velocity, right? 0. Within, another given is 4 meters. So, the distance is within 4 meters. So, what is the ano? What is F? We are asked what force is needed. Well, in order to know the force, you must have acceleration, di ba? Tama? What is the working equation here? The working equation is F equals ma. We don't have a. Asa na to ko ng a? We can get a from kinematic equation. So which among the equation nga naay ani? V naught, V, and x. Well, we have the equation 2ax equals v squared minus v naught squared. Right? So that here a now is just equal to, from here, a would be v squared minus v naught squared over 2x. And this is 0. So all you have to do is plug in the numbers. This is now minus 20 squared over 2 times 4. This is 20 squared is 400 divided by 8. That would be 50. So the force needed, this is acceleration now, is negative 50 meters per second squared. That is per second squared. This is in meters squared. Meter squared over second squared divided by meters per second squared. So, the unit now will be in meters per second squared. Sakto? This is in meters, dire. Wala may gihatag ang time dire. We don't know. We want to stop it in 4 meters. I can also ask, I want to stop it within 10 seconds. Pwede gapon, di ba? Ato na siyang i-follow up question karon. Okay? So, you have an acceleration. This is 400. And then over 8. Di ba? 400 over 8 is 50. Negative 50. A negative acceleration. What is a negative acceleration? Here we obtain the negative acceleration. Well, that means that let's analyze now the sign of V naught, V, and A. If V naught has the same sign with A, it will increase in magnitude. The speed increases. Ibig sabihin, if V naught is initially positive, if the velocity is initially positive and acceleration is positive, it will increase. Okay? To a more positive. If the initial velocity or V naught is negative and the acceleration is negative, it will increase in value in the negative direction. Ibig sabihin, the speed increases in the negative direction. Wala ibot pasabot. Positive, positive, it increases the speed in the positive towards this direction. How about negative? Negative towards the left. Now, in this case, if the two are opposing, if let's say the initial velocity is positive, but the acceleration is negative, what would happen? It will decelerate, decrease. The final velocity now will be less than in magnitude. Nakuha? So, less than in magnitude. Meaning, pag positive initially ang velocity, it's going here, and your negative acceleration as a directed acceleration to the left. Meaning that you are decreasing the velocity in this direction. Or if the initial velocity is negative and the acceleration is positive, so opposing sign gyapon, right? So meaning that it will still continue going in this direction, but magkahinay ang velocity. Ang speed, magkagamay ang magnitude niya. Actually, until such time nga, it will be put to stop. That's the reason why, if I'll throw this, and at some point, una-una kusog, then maghina-hina, and after it stop. Why? Asa directed ang initial velocity up, positive. but my acceleration is going down. Negative. That's why it will slowly decrease in in velocity until mabot sa zero, and after some time, pag na zero but still there is the force acting, there is the acceleration down. So zero magka-negative nga magka-negative, hantod mo increase na po diri on this. Nasabtan ninyo? Okay, so that's how you have to know, you have to be careful. I mean, you have to take note of the sign of the initial velocity and the acceleration. Okay, now we can now calculate the force. F now would be equal to MA. So this is just equal to 100 times negative 50. This is in kilogram. So this will be in newtons. So this is negative 5,000 newtons. Why is it negative 5,000? Meaning that the force that you must apply must be on the opposite, on the left. This must be the force that you need to apply. Nakuha? Nasabtan? Okay? It is directed on the left. Okay? It's a very large force. Imagine stopping in, what is 4 meters? Dire og diha siguro sa edge. No. Murag ani. No, I think dire. Diha sa edge og dire. And 20 meters per second is paspas. To stop it at that, you need a very huge amount of force. Kumbaga pas, the brake must work. Like, di ba, if you, tanawa ang sa may tabo sa brake, if kusog kayo ang brake, the more nga ang force ma-experience ay kusog. And the more that you're going to stop within a small distance. So you need the greater force to do that. Okay? Nasabtan ninyo? Alright. What if the question is not within 4 meters? Let's say the question is within, okay, atong ikuha A within 4 meters and B is within 4 seconds. Here, the additional given would be T, which is 4 seconds. And we still need A in order for us to calculate F. No, because F equals MA. Well, asa ni siya mo appear? Ang upat ng equation. Did the 4 appears in the equation? V equals V naught plus AT. From here, we can see that A is equal to V minus V naught over T. Right? So, this is 0 minus 20 over T, which is 4. And A now becomes negative, still negative 5 meters per second squared, right? So that our force is equal to, E-vector, no? We have 100 times negative 5. This is negative 50 newtons. This is 100 times less, as you can see. Why is that? Well, 4 seconds is layo, tanawa. Okay. Why is that? This is only 50 newtons, right? Ana. Ganiha, we got 5,000 newtons. Well, kung tanawon ninyo, let's compare ang distance nga ma-travel niya within that time. Okay? We can actually calculate the distance nga ma-travel niya within this time using the equation x equals v plus v naught over 2 times time, di ba? Based sa original given lang. So this is 0 plus 20 over 2 times 4. This is 10 over, this is 40 meters. Note that it will travel. The moment you apply the force, it will still move by 20 meters before finally it can be put to stop. So, layo kayo, di ba? 40, no? Oh, yeah, 40 meters. And 40 meters is quite far compared to the 4 meters nga i-stop lang nimo siya, right? You will need that amount of force dito. Okay? Sakto ba itong ganyan? 5,000? Ngano ito 5,100? Ay, wait, sorry. Sakto man, 500. This is, 500, no? 500 newtons, okay? Right? Ayan, naabtan 10 times. Okay? Compare 40 meters to 4 meters. Okay? You can actually predict that using this one, it will stop within 0.4 seconds. Gani ha. You can actually calculate there. I want you to calculate that the time of stopping kanisha is 0.4 seconds. So, nasabtan. You understand? Okay. Suppose we have an inclined plane and we have a block of mass m diha. Okay? Now, I'm going to derive the formula here. I'm not going to put numbers. Okay, I'm not going to put numbers, pero mas sayo na siya pag numbers actually. Because all you have to do is before you, I want you to make it a habit nga, ayahan na ninyo ibutang ang mga given pag na-derive na ninyo ang final formula. Meaning that in order to do that, to solve problems like that, your final formula must be in terms of what is given. Okay? In terms of what is given. So in this case, okay, let's have an inclined plane, ane, and let's have an angle theta and a mass m. Now, of course, let's assuming frictionless as of now because we have not discussed friction yet. So assuming frictionless, we want to know what is the acceleration of the block when it touches dire. Okay? I mean, what is the acceleration of the block? Okay, find the acceleration of the block. So, what are the given? We have m and theta. Okay? So, in order to know that, okay, ako ni siyang tanggalo na ha. In order to start, we have to make a what we call a free body diagram. A free body diagram. The free body diagram is katong diri ganiha akong gibutang. Remember katong naay axis, no? So it's just an axis with the forces on it. Now I'll put usually the free body diagram, diri na ko butang M, is put at the center of mass. I mean, it's like kung asa ang ano, no? So what is the y-axis? Kani o kani? This is the x-axis and that is the y-axis. But this is not a good coordinate system. Ano maguna siya? In physics, in order for you to solve problems, the first thing that you're going to establish is a coordinate system. Because it is where you measure everything. Okay? Meaning when you say a coordinate system, you must have an origin. Asa ang origin? Okay? So in this case, this is my proposed coordinate system. But in fact, this is not actually a good coordinate system for this one. Why is that? Well, we know that asa mo ang block. The block will actually move through the inclined plane, right? Di na siya mahawa dira. No, it will be constrained in the inclined plane. Now, it will suggest here that we have our acceleration, which is, di ba, katong what is the summation of forces equals ma? This will lead to summation of forces along xi hat. Two equations, right, equals ma(x) and summation of forces along y is ma(y). In this case, asa akong direction sa acceleration here, right? So this will be my a, but as you can see, in this axis, my a has two components, ax and y, ay. Okay? So I can actually solve the problem in this coordinate system, but it's, asa nagikan na? Because, no? Sa? UCC? Okay. So, asa na ta? Instead, I'll be using a different coordinate system. Lagyan po na, kinay bintana open. Bintana, oh. Okay. But anyway, at least na, pan. So, instead, what I'm going to do is, I want to set such that ang final nako is only, ang akong acceleration kay dili siya duha ka component. It will only have one component. So, it can be done by actually setting the axis, okay, by rotating the axis and such that the x-axis is parallel to the inclined plane. And in this case, tanawa akong acceleration. My acceleration is purely along x. So this leaves y now. The system now is equilibrium along y. And this will become important to keep the y, to at least the y is in equilibrium, because when we add friction later, mag-matter na ang force along y because it will add up to what we call the normal force. Friction is dependent on the normal force. So as of now, mao ni siya. Okay? So, okay, this is now my acceleration. So again, equilibrium siya along y. What I have now is along x. So identify all the forces. What are the forces? Well, there's no applied force here. Only the actual force here is gravity. Okay? Asa directed ang gravity? It's directed there. Okay? That's weight. This is the weight. This is equal to mg. Is there any other force? Well, of course, you have the normal force there. But again, we have no use for the normal force now. In fact, we don't need to solve we don't need the equation along y. What we just need is along x. Now, tanawa, we now get the summation of forces along x. What are the forces along x? Now, look at this weight. It has component. It is usa nga quadrant ang weight. In terms of our coordinate system, which quadrant siya? It is in quadrant 4, right? It has x, both x and y components. It has positive x but a negative y. So what are the forces along x? We have weight x, right? Because here, as you can see, the weight now as a vector will become weight x I hat plus weight y j hat. Right? But what is weight x? Now, let's analyze this. Geometrically, mao niya to ang axis, di ba? That one. This is our weight. This is theta. So, kani siya karon, this one here is your weight x. And this one is your weight y. Now, to calculate this vector, muna nag-ana lang taba, no? Yan, ano mo. Okay? To calculate this vector, to calculate this, well, we need an angle. The angle is there, pero pwede natin na siya maano dire. Well, this is a right triangle, dire. So, sa ato pad, whatever this one is, this must be pi over 2 minus theta. Tama? Kana siya. So, if that is pi over 2 minus theta, this must be theta. Because if you add these two, you should get pi over 2, right? So, kani siya, this angle here is pi over 2. I mean, theta. Because this is pi over 2 minus theta. So, if you solve for the equation kani whatever this angle here, kani siya, this angle, that must just be theta. Because when you add these two, you get pi over, theta plus pi over 2 minus theta, you get, mag-cancel ang theta, right? You get pi over 2, which is this. So, we now know this angle. This angle is theta, right? So, kani siya, okay, again, this is now your weight x. Mo na siya ang atong right triangle. This is your weight y, as this. So, clearly, weight x is, this is the opposite side. So, weight now is, this is just the weight times cosine. So, sa ato pa, weight x is just the weight times sine of theta. I hat plus, this is the weight cosine of theta, j hat. Or this is just mg sine of theta I plus mg cosine of theta j. So, this is weight x equals no other force. Wala na siya, right? So, this is now equal to ma x. But since a has no y, so a na lang ito ibutang dire, okay? ma. But what is weight x? According to this one, this is weight x. mg sine theta equals ma. Now, cancel lang m. We now get our a. This is just g sine of theta. This is our acceleration. So, theta is given, right? And as you can see, let's analyze the result. The mass canceled out. in our final form of acceleration, the mass is not there. So sa ibot pasabot ana, meaning that for whatever mass that we put here, it is irrelevant. It is mass independent. It is not a factor that will affect the acceleration. Okay? Nakuha? It's not a factor that will affect the acceleration because wala siya dire. Only the factor that will affect the acceleration is theta. Okay? So whether this is a light object or a very heavy object, it will accelerate at the same rate. In fact, for as long as it starts at 0 at the beginning, maabot na siya they will pag-abot nila sa ubos mo na sabay pod sila no. Sabtan. Okay? So that is my acceleration, g sine theta. Now let's have a problem on this one. Suppose that initially, okay, a problem on that, a numerical problem. Okay, suppose that V naught equals 0 initially. And let's put a height here. Height h. How long, given ang height h, and let's just okay, this is given, okay, and given the height h, and given the initial height h, how long until the block reaches the ground or reaches the floor, reaches the bottom? Meaning, we are going to calculate for the time of travel padulong diri up to a moment that it reaches the floor. Nakuha? So here we are being asked for the time. Well, what are the given nga itong makita dire? Can we calculate this distance? This is the distance x nga itong ginapangita. But x can be calculated using, kay naaman eh, we have now a triangle. Okay? I'll erase this ha. We have this triangle in which this is h and this is theta. And we want this. Because our kinematics is naana siya dira, right? The distance covered. We want that. So, this is just the hypotenuse, di ba? Okay? So, from that, we know that sine of theta equals h over x, right? So, x is just equal to h over sine theta. So, okay, unsay given ako, my given, the information that is given is, I would have the initial velocity equal 0. Wala ko'y final velocity. I have x, okay, which is equal to h over sine theta. I need one more information. Well, I already have a, right? A is g sine theta. Tama? So, V naught x, a, and t. Solving for t, which equation can I use? Well, I can use the equation x equals V naught t plus 1/2 at squared. This is 0 because the initial velocity is 0. So that here, t is the square root of 2x over a, if you derive it. So from here, this is just 2 times h over g sine theta. This is just my, this is now the formula for my t. And these are all given, right? H and theta. Sakto ba? Yeah. Any question? So, ano ni siya, wala ko nagbutang og numbers. Meaning, I am deriving the general case, and this is it is much more difficult than just putting numbers. Pero kung sa inyong buhaton when you solve, all you have to do is derive the formula and express the given in terms. That's why I will not stop here. Why? Because x is not given, di ba? And a is not given. Pero I can calculate x by the given. So express everything in terms of the given. What is given? Your final formula must be solvable. So may paano na formula? The unknown is on the left-hand side. The unknown is on the left-hand side. And all the other information nga naa is on the right-hand side. So in that case, you can plug in all the formula and you will get now ano. Pero if you put something on the right-hand side nga unknown, dili ni mo magamit ng formula, di ba? Kaya na may value dito nga wala. Okay, nasabtan? All right. Okay, by the way, ganiha, I gave some, the problems that we, is partly kinematics and dynamics, right? When you discuss kinematics, you did not care about why it moved that way. Just you were solving trajectory. The trajectory is already given. All you wanted to know is when and where. Mona trajectory, when and where. So that is kinematics. Kinematics answers how objects, particles, or whatever is that, move in space and in time. So in order to answer that, you need the trajectory. Those functions, x of t, is actually what the trajectory is. Now, dynamics is much deeper. Dynamics is answering why does it move that way? Why does it move in parabola and not in straight line? The answer is Newton's laws. Newton's laws of motion gives you an explanation of the things that you observe. Nganong ang planet moves in an elliptic path. Okay, it has laws nga naa dira, no? Why does a parabola, a projectile move in a parabola? The answer is actually Newton's laws. And in fact, the trajectory is there is what we call a solution to the equation. But of course, it's quite complicated to solve that. It's not on the level of this course to solve the differential equation based on the, so it's quite, di man siya difficult, pero you will need some advanced math beyond algebra in order to do that. So what I'm just saying is that, Newton's laws are the answers to the question why. Okay, why? So why and how? First, in kinematics, you just ask the how. When and where, meaning how it will move, no? It will move this way, it will move in such a way nga ani. That's how. But why does it move that way and not this way? Well, because there's a force in this direction and walay force dira, or the force is too weak. That's the answer. Okay, the Newton's laws. Okay, now we go to friction. Okay, friction is that's the definition. Resistance of motion. Friction is natay duha. Friction, static and kinetic. This is static friction and kinetic friction. Static friction is given by the formula mu s n. This is mu k n. And we have this relationship. Mu k is always less than mu s. So this would imply that Fk is less than Fs. But here, Fs and Fk, I'd like to note here, Fs and Fk are mutually disjoint, are mutually disjoint, or just disjoint phenomenon. Meaning, whenever there's static friction, there's no kinetic friction. And whenever there's kinetic friction, there's no static friction. So what is static friction? It is the friction that acts on objects at rest. And kinetic friction acts on moving objects. Of course, that's why it's mutually disjoint, because when you're being at rest and moving are mutually exclusive events, right? Tama? Dili pwede nga you're moving but at the same time you're at rest. Pwede ba na mahitabo? You're moving but at the same time you're at rest. Well, of course, depends sa context, no? You're moving at rest. You're at rest in a car but the car is moving. Still, you're moving. Okay? Pero, well, when you go to, pag-abot sa relativity manggod, yung nga po si Einstein nga, well, you cannot there's no place, no single point in the universe that is at rest. Okay? In fact, relative motion ang ginatawag ana nga kuan. Okay? Because for someone who is moving and the other one is at rest, according to the one that is moving, he is at rest, but katong isa is moving on the opposite direction. Pero katong isa nga at rest, no, you are moving and I'm at rest. So technically, murag di ta kasulti kinsay at rest, kinsay moving. But that's in the context of relative motion. As of now, when we say moving and at rest, meaning that we have a coordinate system, and according to that coordinate system, as some points or a particle is not moving, meaning it's not changing its position with respect to time. Okay? So, unsa ning N? N is just the normal force. Okay? Sabtan. So, also, friction is a reactive force. Meaning that it only gives you the force that is opposing, that is actually, it only equates the force that, the force that would change the velocity. Okay? The inertial force. Dili na niya okay, anyway, to let's have that as an example. Suppose you have a block of mass in this at rest, of mass m, let's say 100 kilograms. And then, ang question is, there's mu s, oh by the way, wala pa din ako na-explain ng ano, no? Mu s is the coefficient of static friction. And mu k is the coefficient of kinetic friction. This is always less than 1, and this is less than 1. Between 0 to 1 na siya. Okay, this is greater than 0, but less than 1, no? Mu s is greater than 0 and greater than 0 but less than 1. If we have a frictionless surface, actually greater than or equal na siya, no? If we have a frictionless surface, that's the time when mu s or mu k equals 0. Okay, for a frictionless surface, meaning that the coefficient of friction is 0. Okay? Now, suppose that mu s is 0.4. Ang question is, find the acceleration of the block if suppose letter A, F equals suppose we have these questions. Find the acceleration of the block if, I label it FA. If FA meaning an applied force, there's an applied force of 300 newtons to the right. This is to the right and all to the right, no? A is 300 newtons, B is 392, C is 400 newtons. Okay? Now, let's draw a free body diagram. I'll draw the free body diagram lang dire, no? Okay, on this direction, on the positive X, you have FA, right? And of course, you have the weight and you have the normal force. Now, friction will oppose the supposed motion. Okay? So, if the supposed motion is here, so friction is going on that direction. And since this is at rest, meaning that the friction acting is kinetic. Is static. Okay? Now, we want to find the acceleration. So, here, summation of forces along Y is N minus W. Is there any other force along Y? Wala, right? So this is just 0. So sa ato pa, from here, we get N equals the weight. Or this is just equal to mg. And summation of forces along X. What are the forces along X? You have on the positive is Fa, on the negative is friction, and this is equal to Ma, right? Because we are implying that there's acceleration. Tama? Ma. Now, what is the applied force for letter A? So from here, we can see that A is just equal to Fa minus friction, static, in this case, over M, right? So for letter A, all we have to do is substitute. First, let's calculate friction. What is friction? Fs equals mu s n, right? So this is just mu s times mg. So this is 0.4 times 100 times 9.8. Pila ni siya? 392 newtons. Okay. So for letter A, acceleration is, which is Fa minus Fas. So this is 300 minus, this is, we are compatible na itong units, so I don't need to put the units here, right? Automatically, for A, that would be meters per second squared. Because we are now in, our units are actually in standard. So this is minus 392 over M, which is 100. So we get now a negative 92 over 100. So what do you get? This is negative 0.92 meters per second squared. Is this correct? So we have, kung ato ni siyang, let's interpret this one. We applied the force on this direction, but then we obtained an acceleration on this direction. Why? Posible ba na sa mahitabo? Gitulak ni mo diri yan, move dahil ka diri. Dili, di ba? But, so what's wrong? We know that it cannot happen. So what's wrong here? But our calculation, we obtained an acceleration of negative 0.92. Almost 1 meter per second squared to the left. Meaning, kung ato na siyang, if we take that, move siya on this direction here. Pero kabaluta that if i-push na akong table dito, no? And clearly, the table doesn't move on the opposite direction nga akong gipush. What went wrong? Is this wrong? Well, the calculation is not wrong. It is correct if you do the algebra. But what's wrong is our interpretation of friction. Here, actually, if you apply a force of 300 Newton, friction will just be 300 Newton. And this will give you a 0. Because as I've said ganina, friction is a reactive force. This force, so unsa man di ay ni sir, unsa ning 392 Newton, this is the maximum force that friction can hold. If you apply a force nga kaya niya i-oppose, the tendency nga mo okay? That is the maximum nga kaya niya i-hold. So for example, for letter B, our A is also 0 because this is 392 still, 392 friction can still hold that, right? Okay? For letter C, here, our A now becomes 400 minus 392. This is now, it can no longer hold this, right? Over M, so you get now 8, this is positive 0.08 meters per second squared. This is over 100. Right? So the positive, so it will now start to accelerate in this direction. But the moment that it accelerates, the moment that it moves, ang muak na dito is ang mu k na. Malahi na pod. Okay, I did not give the mu k. So let's, dili na nato siya kung ano, no? Kasabtan ninyo? Kasabtan? We have a mass dere, and we have a static friction. Let's just call it mu s. Ang question karon is that given M, given m, mu, s, and theta, find the acceleration. So ganiha nga walay friction sa atong nakita calculate, we have calculated it as ano sa to? G sine theta, right? Now, karon nga naanay friction, okay, let's calculate that again. Okay, dili na ako ibutang ang axis sa kay para kuan. The same lang gihapon, no? We have the weight. Now, the normal force now would matter. Why? Because gamito na siya sa friction. Anak ko ganiha sa inyo ha, di ba nga? As of now, I said, as of now, we don't need that N. But when we get into friction, we will be needing N. So in this case, mag-matter na siya. And of course, opposing the supposed, if this is the tendency of motion to move, so friction must be on the opposing side. Must be friction. Nakuha? Okay. So, again, summation, karon we don't have a choice but to solve summation of force along Y. Okay? Because only through this one here can we solve N. Still, we are equilibrium along Y. What is along Y? We have N. Okay, we have N. And, di ba, again, gisolve natin ni ganiha, this is also theta, right? Theta man ni siya. If theta ni siya, then kaninga angle is also theta. And this is just weight Y, di ba? This is weight Y, and this is weight X. So, as you can see, weight Y is weight cosine of theta. So, sa ato pa, this is minus weight Y, so weight Y equals 0. So, N now is just equal to weight Y, which is mg cosine of theta. That's why we need to calculate now the force along Y. Okay? Now, how about summation of forces along X? Ay. What are the forces along X? On the positive is weight X. On the negative is friction. And this is equal to, since we don't require it to be at rest, okay? So this must be equal to MA, right? Because we did not require it to be at rest. In fact, we wanted to calculate A, right? So this is MA. X, but since walay Y nga A, so A natin butang dire. What is weight X now? That is weight sine theta, right? So this is mg sine of theta minus mu n equals MA. But what is, this is M now is equal G sine theta minus mu n, which is mg cosine of theta equals MA. Cancel ang tanang M, and now we can now calculate our acceleration as sine of theta minus mu s cosine of theta times G. This will now be our acceleration. Okay? This is given, right? Mu theta is given. Now again, kasi nakuha na itong acceleration independent of the mass. Again, so the mass will not matter regardless if it's very heavy or very light. It will accelerate at the same rate. Okay? And now I want to rephrase, I want to change the question into what maximum angle of the inclined plane can static friction hold. What I mean by this one, medyo sayo, it's quite wrong to ask this. It's not clear, but I like to, I'll make it clear by saying this. What maximum angle of the inclined plane that can static friction hold, maybe atong hold the block to not slide? Ibig sabihin, unsay kaya niya nga, unsay angle. Remember, okay, tanawa, i-demo na to. Okay, i-demo na to ni dire. Okay, this is a table here. I'll start changing this. And as you can see, it has now, na siya angle, right? But it still, it does not move. But after, okay, now there it start, right? Start to move. So that is the angle that I wanted to calculate. So the condition now would change. In fact, kung sa ito'y kinahanglan ani, this now is not equal to MA. To solve this, to answer this question, this will not be now equal to MA. It will be now equal to 0. But, not only equal to 0 because we want to calculate the maximum. So tanaw na to ang limits, no? Ang limits sa mu. Here we are actually asking mu as a function of theta. How does theta affect mu? Okay? Friction, sorry, not only friction. How does theta affect friction, no? In general. How does theta affect friction? Okay. Now, weight X can increase, right? Summation of forces along X. What are the forces along X? On the negative side, friction plus weight X. Mo ba ni gani ha? But we know that friction must be here. This, in order for acceleration, for acceleration not to be this should be less than or equal to 0. Nganong less than or equal to 0 siya? Okay? Nganong less than or equal to 0 siya? Well, it's because we know that theoretically, F can be greater than this, di ba? So that's why less than or equal to 0. Okay? Atong maximum limit man na to. The maximum is when it is at 0, equal. Because when it is positive now, unsa na move na siya dire, right? For so long as this is negative, well, dili siya musaka dito, pero dili siya no movement. So here, this is minus mu mg cosine theta plus mg sine of theta must be equal to 0. From less than or equal to 0. From here, cancel ang mg, and we have now minus mu cosine theta plus sine theta is less than equal to 0. Transfer natin siya dito. We have now sine theta less than equal to mu cosine theta. From here, we now have divided by cos. So sine over cos is tangent. So from here, we know that this condition, tangent theta must be less than equal to mu s. For so long as tangent of theta is less than mu s, it will not move. But when tangent of theta becomes greater than mu s, it will now start moving. In fact, to solve for theta, all you have to do, well, pwede gyapon to gani. O say nakuha na to ganiha. A is equal to sine of theta minus mu cosine theta G. Pwede actually ta diri nagsugod ganiha. To find that, A must be, this is just 0, right? When A is equal to 0, when A equals 0, sa ato pa, of course, G is not 0, so sa ato pa, inside this must be 0. Therefore, sine of theta minus mu cosine theta equals 0. From here, we get this condition. Actually, we can just set this to be equal na lang, no? Ako lang less than siya in order to emphasize that it should be less than or equal to that. But I'll just take the maximum. This is the maximum. Greater than this, then it will start. Okay, just to, so, yeah, that's why I needed to put the less than. Okay, unsa ni siya, maximum or minimum? Pag nung minimum ang good, meaning less than this, or, aya siya na mo, di ba? Move. But it is the maximum tangent theta. If tangent theta becomes greater than this, so that's why dapat na iana. Mao gyapon diri, no? Okay? So, you will get the same. So, nasabtan ni siya visually. Nasabtan? Okay? Okay.